friends. Welcome to his American Integrated English Program. Dear friends, we have come here to interview video number 109. Interview 5. The difference between telephonic interview and direct interview. What is direct interview? The candidate goes in front of an interviewer asks question and the candidate replies back. It is direct interview. In the modern days, where telecommunication has grown to an extent, such an extent that people from abroad, they interview the candidates through telephone. It is called telephonic interview. So, a direct interview, telephonic interview. In telephonic interview, you have 4 Gs. You can see face to face the interviewer and you can answer. And you also have this Skype. Through Skype, through internet, you can answer. So, the candidates are interviewed without directly coming in contact with interviewer. See here. What's the difference between direct interview and telephonic interview? In a direct interview, the candidates may feel nervous. Here, no need to be nervous because you only answer through the phone. That is in telephonic interview. In direct interview, you must concentrate much on your physical appearance, your shirt, pant matching, and your shoes and ties, and your belt. But here in interview, telephonic interview, no need of special concentration on your dress because the interviewer doesn't see you. Here in direct interview, it's embarrassing to ask questions to the interviewer. So in direct interview, you feel bit embarrassing to ask questions to the interviewer. But in telephonic, you feel comfortable to ask questions to the interviewer. That is through telephone, you can ask questions. The interviewer sees the expressions in your face while you answer. Your countenance is called the facial expressions. So that in direct interview, the interviewer sees your facial expressions, that is countenance and body postures. But here, interviewer cannot see your facial expressions in your telephonic interview. In direct interview, you should be excellent in speaking skills. Your speaking skills, your rhythms and rhymes and intonation, stressing and shifting should be excellent. Here, you should be excellent in listening skills. In telephonic conversation or telephonic interview, you must be best in listening. But in direct interview, you should be best in speaking. So these are the differences, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, between a direct interview and telephonic interview. And coming here, what you have to do in an interview, what you should do. You should have a good eye contact with the interviewer. You should have a direct eye contact with the interviewer. Number 1, you should say your career plans clearly to the interviewer. What do you mean by career? See your profession and your career. Whatever you do for a long time, for your living, it is called your career. So, your profession, maybe you are a doctor or an engineer, but if you do a business for a long time, then your career is a business and you are a businessman. You should give a strong handshake to the interviewer, very strong handshake, not a dead fish in a handshake. Your resume should be complete and full with necessary information. So, your resume should be full with all the necessary information. Communicate well with the interviewer. Your communication should be excellent. Don't say lies to the interviewer. Very important thing. Don't say lies. For example, one experience, one candidate was asked, what are the books you read? He said, I read fiction books. That is story books. And the interviewer asked certain names. Who are the authors? And he was not able to say because he lied to the interviewer that he reads English books or story books. So don't ever lie to the interviewer. Ask questions to the interviewer. At the end of the interview, ask questions to the interviewer. Be punctual and show courtesy. Be sharp and exactly at that time you be there. Good dressing is important. Don't give much importance to the salary you get. Find out the opportunities in the organization. So, when the interviewer asks you what is the salary you expect, don't straight away answer by saying this 30,000 or 40,000. You just ask them what are the opportunities you have. That is your perks, your incentives, and your medical allowances, traveling, all those things, and promotion and growth for you in the organization. Don't speak in a very high voice or in a very low voice. Not in very high voice, not in very low voice. So this is what you have to do in an interview. So the difference between the direct interview and telephonic interview, 5 points. And what you should do in an interview, 11 points we have seen here. So I request now our gentleman to come forward and say what you are able to understand. And just give a short answer for these things. Yes, please come forward, sir.
Thank you. Hello. Today I'll be enumerating the differences between the direct and in the telephonic interview. What happens in a direct interview? It, it happens directly. Happens face to face. So you may feel a bit nervous, like how I am now. And in a telephonic interview, you don't have to be so nervous because you only answer through the phone. And in a direct interview, you must concentrate much on your physical appearance. And whereas in a telephonic interview, it's not for a special concentration on your dress, because the interviewer is not going to see you. And in a direct, it's going to be embarrassing to ask questions to the interviewer. Whereas in a telephonic interview, you feel comfortable to ask questions to the interviewer. In the direct interview, the interviewer sees the expressions in your face while you answer. Whereas in a telephonic interview, the interviewer, he won't be able to see your facial expressions unless it's through Skype. So what is required in a direct interview is excellent speaking skills. Whereas in a telephonic interview, you should have good listening skills. Okay, now I'm going to explain one by one what precisely you'll have to do during an interview. So you should have good eye contact with the interviewer, and you should say your career plans clearly to the interviewer, and you should give a strong handshake also at the first point of contact. And your resume, it should be complete and full with necessary information. And you should be able to communicate well with the interviewer. Don't say lies to the interviewer. You are allowed to ask questions to the interviewer. Be punctual and show courtesy. And good dressing is a must. Don't give much importance to the salary you get. Find out the opportunity in the organization. You don't have to speak in a very high voice or in a very low voice. It has to be a bit balanced. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ashok. I request Ms. Aditi to come forward and tell in short what she is able to understand. Of course, she's the just 11th standard student, 10th, I believe so. So in future, let she get prepared. Yes, what you're able to understand.
Hi, my name is Aditi Rani. Difference between direct and indirect direct interview or in telephone interview. You may feel nervous. No need to be nervous because only one answer through the phone. You must concentrate much on your physical appearance. No need special confidence on your race because the interview does not see you. Third, it is impressive to ask questions to the interview. In the telephone, you feel comfortable to ask questions to the interview. Thank you.
Okay. So both of you have just, I think, 70% you have watched the board writings and you have replied, right? You should be spontaneous with on your own. That's what I expect, even though not exactly all the points you are saying, at least few points, but not referring to the board. You can just have a glance, that's all, but most of the time your eyes were on the board, right? That's what I want. So நண்பர்களே, எஸ் அமெரிக்கன் ஒருங்கிணைந்த ஆங்கில வகுப்புகளுக்கு வரவேற்கிறோம். நேர்முக பயிற்சி, இந்த நேரடி நேர்முக தேர்வுக்கும் இந்த டெலிஃபோன் மூலமாக நேர்முக தேர்வுக்கும் நடக்கக்கூடிய வித்தியாசங்கள் என்ன என்று பார்த்தீர்கள் என்றால் 5 வித்தியாசங்கள் பார்க்கிறீர்கள். நேர்முக தேர்விலே நேரடியாக வருகிற பொழுது உங்களுக்கு மனத்தளர்ச்சி ஏற்படும், நர்வஸ். இங்கே டெலிஃபோனில் நேர்முக தேர்வு நடைபெறுகிற பொழுது அங்கே அந்த நர்வஸ் என்று சொல்லக்கூடிய பயம் கலந்த உணர்வு இருக்காது. இரண்டாவது, உன்னுடைய உடல் தோற்றத்திற்கு அதிக முக்கியத்துவம் கொடுக்கிறாய். நேரடியாக நேர்முக தேர்வு கலந்து கொள்கிற பொழுது இதற்கு அதுக்கு தேவையில்லை. டெலிஃபோன் இன்டர்வியூவில் உடல் அழகு அதுக்கெல்லாம் தேவையில்லை. உடம்புல துணிமணிகள் போட்டுக்கொள்வது தேவையில்லை. இட் இஸ் எம்பாரசிங் டு ஆஸ்க் கொஸ்டின் டு த இன்டர்வியூ. நேர்முக தேர்வாளரிடம் நேரடியாக நேர்முக தேர்வு நடைபெற்று கொண்டிருக்கிற பொழுது அவரிடம் கேள்வி கேட்பதற்கு கொஞ்சம் தர்ம சங்கடமாக இருக்கும். இங்கே அது தேவைப்படாது. இங்கே உன்னுடைய நேர்முக தேர்வின் பொழுது உன்னுடைய முக பாவனைகளை எளிதாக பார்க்க முடியும். ஆனால் டெலிஃபோன் மூலமாக நேர்முக தேர்வு நடக்கிற பொழுது அது பார்க்க முடியாது. நீங்கள் உங்களுடைய நேர்முக தேர்வின் பொழுது நேரடியாக இருக்கிற பொழுது அங்கே உங்களுடைய பேச்சு திறம்பட இருக்க வேண்டும். ஆனால் இங்கே டெலிஃபோனிக் இன்டர்வியூவில் கேட்கக்கூடிய திறமை மிக தெளிவாக இருக்க வேண்டும். ஸோ என்ன நீ செய்ய வேண்டும் நேர்முக தேர்வில் என்று பொழிக்கிற பொழுது, நேர்முக தேர்வாளரை கண்ணு ஒட்டி நீ பார்க்க வேண்டும். குடிந்து பேசக்கூடாது. நேரடியாக அவர் கண்களை பார்த்து பேச வேண்டும். உன்னுடைய நீண்டகால திட்டத்தை பற்றி நேர்முக தேர்வாளரிடம் நீ சொல்ல வேண்டும். மூன்றாவது, நன்றாக கையை கொடுத்து நன்றாக கெட்டியாக கொடு. உன்னுடைய ரெஸ்யூமே என்று சொல்லக்கூடிய உன் படிப்பை பற்றிய குறிப்பு முழுமையாக இருக்க வேண்டும். நீ உன்னுடைய நேர்முக தேர்வாளருடன் நல்ல முறையாக உரையாடு. அடுத்தது, பொய் சொல்லாதே. அங்கே நேர்முக தேர்வாளரிடம் கேள்விகள் கேள். சரியான நேரத்திற்கு நேர்முக தேர்வுக்கு கலந்து கொள். நல்ல உடைகளை அணிந்து கொள். உனக்கு கிடைக்கக்கூடிய சம்பளத்திற்கு அதிக முக்கியத்துவம் கொடுக்காதே. ஆனால் பெறக்கூடிய இதர சௌகரியங்கள் அதை பற்றி நன்றாக கேட்டுக்கொள். ரொம்ப அதிக குரலிலும் தாழ்ந்த குரலிலும் பேசாதே. இனி அடுத்த வீடியோக்களில் மற்றவைகளை பார்ப்போம்.